Okay, students, now let's go to the next. The next one is problem number 4. Sin inverse 8 by 17 plus sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse 77 by 36. Look at the problem. My both left hand side terms, okay, are in terms of sin inverse. My required answer is in terms of tan inverse. So which formula I can apply? This question. Okay, my required answer is in terms of tan inverse, right? So I will take the help of tan of a plus b is equal to plus, because the left hand side is having a plus sign. So what's the formula of tan of a plus b? Tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a multiplied by tan b. That is my hint. Okay. From the first one find out tan a, and from the second one find out tan b. Then I will come back to this formula. So let's consider sin inverse of 8 by 17 is equal to b. Therefore sin a is equal to 8 by 17. And second term, sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to b. Therefore sin b is equal to 3 by 5. Correct? Now let's complete the triangles for both. So definition of sine, so this will be 8 and this will be 17. Okay, and if I complete the triangle definition for this, so this is going to be b, so this is 3 and this will be 5 and this is going to be 4, right? So 289 minus, one second, just let me find out this. So 289 minus 64, minus 64 will be 225. So square root of 225 will be 15. So this side is going to be 15. Fine. Okay. Now what is the values I am looking for? From this I need the value of tan a. So tan a will be equal to 8 by 15, and from this tan b will be equal to 3 by 4, opposite by adjacent. Now shift to this formula now. So tan a value will be 8 by 15, tan b will be 3 by 4. Right, and in the denominator 1 minus 8 by 15 multiplied by 3 by 4. So let us simplify it further. So consider the LCM. The LCM is going to be 60. So 8 4s are 32 plus 15 3 45. That's okay now. Now the denominator value, and so it's going to be what? 60 minus 8 multiplied by 3. So 8 multiplied by 3 is going to be 24. That's fine. Okay. Now denominator will be 60. Now eliminate. Let us simplify it further. So this is going to be 77. That's okay. And 60 minus 34, that's going to be 36. That's okay now. Look at, I already got it, my required value. The rest is just arrangement. And the arrangement starts from this term. So what I got finally is tan of a plus b equal to 77 by 36. Therefore a plus b equal to a shifting tan, so it becomes tan inverse 77 by 36. Now finally substitute for a and b. The value of a was sin inverse 8 by 17, and the second term sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse 77 by 36. So I told you few problems of such kinds are there, okay, where depending on the right side we will select the suitable for compound angle formula from the trigonometry. Okay, so that's the fourth one. Let's go to the next problem number 5. So problem number 5 is given by cos inverse 4 by 5 plus cos inverse 12 by 13 is equal to cos inverse 33 by 65. Fine, students. So let me start with this. So look at this. Your required right hand side contains cos inverse and there is a plus sign here. So the hint is start from the formula of cos of a plus b. Cos of a plus b is given by cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. This is the hint. First write down the hint. The hint will tell you what you need to find after this. Okay, so we'll start from the left hand side. So let's consider cos inverse 4 by 5 is equal to a and cos inverse 12 by 13 is equal to b. Therefore, cos a is equal to 4 by 5 and cos b equal to 12 by 13. That's okay now. So let's complete the triangles for both. So this is A, so this will be 4, 5, of course you can find this side will be 3, and for the second triangle this is B, so this will be 12, 13, 12, you can just check, it's going to be 25, so this will be 5. From this find the value of sin A, because these are the two signs which are unknown to us, right? So the value of sin A, so what's the value of sin A will be opposite by hypotenuse, 3 by 5. And from this sin B, what is sin B value will be? Sin B value will be 5 by 12. This is one method of finding sin A, sin B. What is the other method? Simple. You know cos A, cos B. Apply identity and find out sin A, sin B without completing the triangle. Anything is fine. Okay. So that's not an issue. So cos A. What's the value of cos A will be? 4 by 5 multiplied by 12 by 13 minus sin A. Sin A will be 3 by 5 multiplied by 5 by 12. That's fine, right? 5 by 12. Did I miss anything? Cos inverse 12 by 13. Yeah, that's okay. Here it was. Yeah, that seems to be fine. 65 I should get it. 12 by 60, what I'm going to get. What's the value of sin A will be? Okay, 1 second. Let me just check this. Cos inverse 12 by 13 is equal to B. I just erased it, so I'm finding it difficult now. So what is my required value is going to be 40, 48 minus 15. Sorry, this will be 13. Cos B will be 12 by 13. So on completing the triangle, this is B. So this will be cos B, right? This was 12 and this was 13, correct? And this is going to be 5. Yeah, 5 by 13. That's fine. Okay, now. So this is going to be 65, so 48 minus 15 by 65. So let us simplify it further. 48 minus 15, that's going to be 33 by 65. So the rest is simplification to arrange it and get the required term. This was cos of A plus B, right? Therefore A plus B equal to cos inverse of 33 by 65. Last step, substitute for A and B. What's the value of A is given by cos inverse 4 by 5 plus cos inverse 12 by 13 is equal to cos inverse 33 by 65. Okay, so please practice depending on the right side and the sign of the left hand side. We need to select the required formula. Hope it's clear. Let's go to the next, students. Now the next one is problem number 8. Problem number 8 is given by tan inverse 1 by 5 plus tan inverse 1 by 7 plus tan inverse 1 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 8. Finally prove that the value will be equal to pi by 4. Simple task. You can notice there are 4. We have not done a problem based on 4 terms from tan inverse. 3 we have done it, not 4. It's quite simple task. Combine the first 2 and combine the next 2 and keep simplifying till I get the required answer pi by 4. So LHS, when I combine these two, apply the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y given by tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. This is for the first term plus. Similarly, continue for the second one. What is the next one? 1 by 3 plus 1 by 8 minus 1 by 3 multiplied by 1 by 8. Let's keep simplifying this. So on taking LCM for the numerator, which is 35, so it's going to be how much? 7 plus 5. 7 plus 5 is going to be 12. So 12 by 35, and in denominator 35 minus 1. 35 minus 1, 34. So that's going to be 34 by 35 plus second term simplification. It's going to be 8 plus 3, that's going to be 11. 11 by 24 minus 24 minus 1, that is going to be 23. 23 by 24. So eliminate this denominators. This can be simplified further. So with which terms? With 4? No, it's not with 4. So it's going to be 6, and this is going to be 1, 7. So fine. So it's going to be how much? Tan inverse of 6 by 17 plus tan inverse of 11 by 23. That's okay. Now apply the formula of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y once again. So the same formula will be repeated for the third time. Tan inverse of 6 by 17 plus tan inverse of 11 by 23 minus tan inverse of 6 by 17 multiplied by 11 by 23. So let us see what is the LCM of 23 and 17 will be, so 23 multiplied by 17 is going to be 391. So let us consider 391. Okay, so numerator is 6 multiplied by 23, so that's going to be 138 plus 17 multiplied by 11, so that's going to be 187 minus, so this is going to be 391 minus 66 by 391. Eliminate this. Let us see the numerator value. Now the numerator is 138 plus 187. So how much that will be now? So this will be equal to 325. So the numerator value 325. Remember, your required answer was pi by 4, right? And to get this, I should get tan inverse 1. That is the hint. Okay. Now if not, then it just shows simplification is wrong. So we should just check once again. 391 minus 66. Of course, this is going to be 325. Eliminate this. Tan inverse 1, and tan inverse 1 will be pi by 4. So depending on the right side, I can check actually whether I am doing wrong or whether I went wrong somewhere. Okay, because to get pi by 4, the last but one step should be tan inverse 1, and to get tan inverse 1, these two terms should get eliminated exactly one time. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So in the second main, all the 6 problems are being done to prove that we have done all the problems. Correct? Now, sorry, we have not done all the problems. Sorry, 6 and 7 I have not done, so I will explain the 6th and 7. Okay, 6th one is cos inverse 12 by 13 plus sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to sin inverse 56 by 65. I think I skipped it, so please make a note of this. So let us see this. The hint is this, the right hand side. The right hand side is sin inverse and there is a plus sign. Right. So the formula what I should use is sin of a plus b. What is sin of a plus b? Sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. The formula, once you write it, the hint will give you what exactly you have to go and find it further. So my first term, cos inverse of 12 by 13 is equal to a. Therefore, cos a is equal to 12 by 13, right? If you got cos a, what else you want? You want the value of sin a. So, use the identity. Sin a will be equal to root of 1 minus 144 by 169. So, on simplifying, it's going to be 5 by 13. That is sin a value. And similarly, sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to b, or sin b equal to 3 by 5. I got the value of sin b. The rest is cos b. So, cos b can be written as root of 1 minus 9 by 25 on taking LCM and simplifying 4 by 5. So, I know all the values will be substituted for the right side here in this formula now. So, sin a. What's the value of sin a? No, sin a value will be 5 by 13 multiplied by cos b. Cos b value will be 4 by 5 plus cos a. The value of cos a 12 by 13 multiplied by sin b. The value of sin b is 3 by 5. Okay, let us keep simplifying till I get the required answer. So this is going to be 20 by 65 plus 36 by 65. So take LCM 56 by 65. Okay, and now the sign should be shifted to right side. So a plus b equal to sin inverse 56 by 65. Last step is to replace the values for a and b. What's the value of a? The value of a, cos inverse 12 by 13 plus sin inverse 3 by 5 can be written as sin inverse 56 by 65. Hope it's clear, students. So yeah, few problems are there of this kind. So depending on the right side and on the sign of the left hand side, we have to select which formula has to be used. Now let's go to problem number 7. Problem number 7 is tan inverse 63 by 16 equal to sin inverse 5 by 13 plus cos inverse 3 by 5. It's just similar to the previous one. Okay. Now look at this sign. Now it's actually this, you can interchange LHS to RHS, it's not a problem. And required is in terms of tan inverse, right? So use the formula of tan of A plus B can be written as tan A plus tan B by 1 minus tan A multiplied by tan B. So that's a formula which has to be considered. So let us start with this term. So the term is sin inverse 5 by 13. Let's consider is equal to A, and the next one cos inverse 3 by 5. Let's consider this term equal to B. That's okay. Now to simplify it further, from this sin A can be written as 5 by 13, and from this cos B can be written as 3 by 5. Right, okay. Now let's complete the triangles for both. This is A, so this will be 5, this will be 13, check, this is going to be 12. Complete the triangle by using Pythagoras. So here, this is B, this is definition of cos, so 3, 5, and this will be 4. And from both of them, I need the definition of tan. So from the first triangle, what's the definition of tan? Opposite by adjacent, 5 by 12. Now tan B, 4 by 3, opposite by adjacent, right? Once again, what was the definition of cos inverse 3 by 5? So 25 minus 9, yeah, fine. So it's going to be how much? So it's going to be 4 by 3. Okay, so let's continue. Just checking the values. 5 by 13 was there, so it's okay. 36 it's going to be fine. So on checking this, so it's going to be how much? 15 plus 48. So 15 plus 48. So 15 plus 48 is going to be 63 by 36, right? So I just wanted to make a correction. So in your problem actually this was given as 16. So please make it as 36. There is a correction. So please make a note. Now further, A plus B can be written as tan inverse 63 by 36. Okay. Now on substituting for LHS, sin inverse 5 by 13 plus cos inverse 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse 63 by 36. Then there is some correction actually. If there is a correction, I will let you know. So please make a note of this. So your required answer will be 63 by 36. Not it's going to be 16. Is there any chance it's going to be no? 12 multiplied by 3. 36, right? That's fine. Pause. I think I'm doing a mistake actually. So it should be done like this. Sorry, I just forgot the denominator itself. I think it's fine only. 36. So on taking LCM, so this is going to be 15 plus 20. That's fine, right? 15 plus 48. 15 plus 48. Now let's take the LCM. 36 minus 20. It's absolutely fine, students. So sorry from my side. So eliminate 36. So now you will get 63 by 16. Correct. Okay. So therefore A plus B equal to tan inverse 63 by 16. Now the values of A and B, sin inverse 5 by 13 plus cos inverse 3 by 5 can be written as tan inverse 63 by 16. So it was fine actually. So I just forgot to write the denominator, so I just went wrong. So students, you can just notice there are 6 problems in the second main, and all the problems are Shodhat problems, and the Shodhat problem you have to just take care of the right hand side. Okay, so depending on the right hand side you select a suitable formula, plus or minus, that depends on the sign in the left hand side. Fine, now let's go to the next. What they're telling is, prove that problem number 9, tan inverse root x is equal to 1 by 2 cos inverse 1 minus x by 1 plus x, and we need to prove this. Clear? So I can just rewrite this. Let me shift 2 to left hand side. This becomes easy for me. 2 tan inverse root x can be written as cos inverse of 1 minus x by 1 plus x. I'm going to start with RHS this time. RHS is cos inverse 1 minus x by 1 plus x. The hint is, you can notice actually this is something similar to 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta. So what I will do here, let me consider x equal to tan square theta. Right, substitute here. Cos inverse of 1 minus tan square theta by 1 plus tan square theta. So it's 1 minus tan square by 1 plus tan square, cos 2 theta. So cos inverse cos 2 theta. You can eliminate this. The remaining value will be 2 theta. What is theta? You have to come back here. First shift square to this side. Therefore tan theta equal to root x. Now shift tan. So theta equal to tan inverse of root x. Now look at the right hand side. 2 multiplied by theta. The value of the theta is, that is what we require, right? So this is not the first time or not the last time. I will still say you will be unable to understand. The only reason will be the first year trigonometric formulas. If you have not studied, if you have not practiced those formulas, definitely whatever the explanation I am giving, you might be feeling, where is this, suddenly this formula is coming, why should only this step, okay, why should only I go for x equal to tan square, all these things will come. Okay, so you should have a knowledge of your first year trigonometry formulas, whatever we have studied, then everything will become very much easy. Now let's go to the next problem number 10. It's again prove that what is being given is cot inverse of root of 1 plus sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x divided by root of 1 plus sin x minus root of 1 minus sin x. Let us keep simplifying, and a bit lengthier one. Finally, I need to show the value will be equal to x by 2. The process starts by rationalizing the denominator. You know what is the meaning of rationalizing. So this has to be rationalized by taking the opposite sign which is being given here. So let's consider, we'll write cot inverse later on. Okay, so let us consider root of 1 plus sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x by root of 1 plus sin x minus root of 1 minus sin x. Correct now? Multiplied by root of 1 plus sin x plus, see, whatever the sign is there in the denominator, you have to take the opposite with that. So this will be root of 1 minus sin x. And what's in the denominator? Root of 1 plus sin x plus root of 1 minus sin x. Fine. We have started the process of rationalizing. Numerator is something like a plus b multiplied by a plus b. So it becomes root of 1 plus sin x plus root of 1 plus sin x multiplied by root of 1 plus sin x. Right. Or you can just write, fine, right, so a plus b multiplied by a plus b the whole square. But look at the denominator. The denominator is a minus b multiplied by a plus b, a square minus b square. So what is a square? Root of 1 plus sin x the whole square minus root of 1 minus sin x the whole square.